Greetings, family. It's Michaela Rena here. It is Thursday, and I always like to think of this day as a very thoughtful day, a day of intuition, a day of mental clarity, um, and discernment. At least that's how I've been able to discern that energy over the years when I think about Thursday. Anyway, I'm getting right to the point here. I pulled 4 cards, and it's really interesting because I have 2 court cards, which it's holding the maternal and the paternal energy. I have another court card that is dealing with the movement of an idea, and then an ace. So let me show you these cards. Queen of Cups. Here's this card right here, Queen of Cups. And so what does that have to do with? I find it very interesting. I can't do one without the other. And King of Wands. So the Queen of Cups is today, and I'm just thinking about this energy, is sometimes we can overstep our boundary because of being emotional. That tends to be what the queen can do. Does she have the right to do that? Yes, because of the position that she holds. So that might be in your workplace, that might be in your community, or even in your family. You have the right to say something, but it might not be advantageous. Here, I'm going to say that this is really about what are you creating when you are speaking? What is your intention? And the third card is the Knight of Swords. However, that is reversed. So in this case, it doesn't mean to move forward in whatever it is that you're speaking on, or even desiring to create. I find it interesting that the king in this position can be quite combative. And so we have the queen who's got a mouth on her, and the king who can be combative. Now, that doesn't have to be a literal male female role. It doesn't have to be that way, but it will definitely be some sort of duality. So we got this person that's got a mouth on her, and this person who is combative. So the warning, if you will, is saying, hey, shut all that down. Don't move forward. You don't need to always speak about what's on your heart, because the swords are connected to, like the tongue of fire. You don't always have to engage. You can sit back and be quiet, observe. Now, it shows a warning here, because this is definitely on and popping. This card right here is stop. Who goes there? Not you. Okay. And here's the Ace of Cups. It shows it reversed like this. So this is a lack of control in the way that you're speaking and the way that you're feeling, and it may indicate lower emotions, right? Lower aspect of your emotionality. So with this, it doesn't mean that this is how the day is going to go. This is as it's coming up and you recognize that that energy is happening. That's where you make a detour, so that the end of your day, it's unnecessary to say, oh my gosh, yes, the cards were right. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Well, you should have been paying attention. What are you going to do? This is a detour. That's all the cards offer, is a detour. So what are you going to do? If you see something come up where you feel like you have to speak on something, right? Being a little mouthy like how I am right now. So you might want to figure out, how do I detour from this? Because you do not have to engage. It may result in being combative. So the message is, don't go down that path. Stop thinking that way, because if you continue that, you're going to find yourself lacking in emotional intelligence, and that's definitely not where you want to be today. Okay, that's my message. That's the energy that I pulled for today, and I am definitely and always appreciative of your comments and curious to know what you think. Thanks. I'll talk to you soon. Ashe.